Welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So I just want to make a brief announcement. Well, before I get into the announcement, this video today is for the week of December 7th through December 13th, 2025 for all the air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So I just want to let you all know that I just put out the 2026 General Collective reading a couple days ago. It came out a couple days ago. So if you hadn't seen it yet, you might want to go back and watch it because it was pretty good for next year. Really like happy, good news and intense. So that's good. And also, I will be doing the elective 2026 readings, not the elective, I'm sorry, the element readings for 2026 will come out next week. So I just want to let you know about that. So let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on for all us air signs for this upcoming week, December 7th through 13th, 2025. And as always, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't, because this is a general reading for air signs. So it might resonate with you, it might not. And please hit that like button so this video will go out to more people and other air signs will see it. And it helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate that if you'd hit that like button. And please hit subscribe so that you'll get future videos I put out. And I do appreciate the support of all my subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel and supporting the channel. And also another thing I want to let you know is I'm going to be doing throughout the year. I started doing it, I think, in fall of this year, 2025, I believe. But every season, I'm going to do like a 3-month reading. So I'll be doing one right before the winter solstice for the winter season. And I'll be doing that, continue on with that in next year with spring and summer and such. So just want to let you know about that. So what is the energy for air signs for the December 7th through 13th, 2025? What is the energy? Okay, here we go. What is the energy? All right. So we've got the 4 of Cups. Oh, okay. 6 of Cups. We've got the 7 of Swords, Knight of Cups. Okay, interesting. 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, air signs, I definitely feel like this is a love-based reading. I definitely feel like this is a love reading, and we'll get into that. But that's what I'm feeling right off the bat, looking at these cards and just the energy coming through. So I feel like in the past, there's been I'm hearing like sneaky behavior going on, but also some strategic planning going on. Some kind of like, I don't know, like if there was a breakup that happened and you're strategically planning like around the breakup, or if some kind of sneaky behavior caused a breakup, but I'm feeling it's more the second one, like something was going on that was kind of sneaky that you didn't know about, kind of behind your back, or a decision was made without your knowledge and it broke up a situation and it ended a situation. And then it's like, and then I'm hearing like like after that happened, you're strategically planning your life out and what you want to do and focused on yourself. But there was like something sneaky that kind of ended. What I'm hearing is like there wasn't like good communication. That was part of the problem. Like someone wasn't telling you how they really felt, or they weren't telling you the truth about their thoughts or what they wanted for their future. Like they weren't being honest. Like there was a lack of communication on some level. Like either they weren't telling you their feelings, their true feelings, or they weren't telling you the truth about what they really wanted, like in the relationship, or what their plans were, what they wanted moving forward. I definitely get this sneaky stuff, but I feel like after things ended, there was definitely some like strategic planning on your side about, okay, well, how do I move forward from this? But this is in the past energy. So I feel like this is real, this has already happened. And I feel like it happened in the, like, not in the immediate past. Like it's happened a while ago, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so in the current energy going into December 7th, air signs, it's like we're kind of looking at we're having a hard time focusing on what the universe is trying to give us. So here's the little universe. You see its little hand, and it's trying to give us this cup, this offer. It's giving us a cup, and it's putting it right in front of our face, but we're not seeing it. And we're not seeing it because we're focused on these cups here on the ground. So he's looking at these cups, and he doesn't even see this one, which is literally like right in front of his face. He doesn't see it. And so we're struggling with that. Now, as an air sign myself, I have a lot of good bit of air in my chart because both my sun and rising sign are air signs, and I have a trouble with being stuck in my head a lot. So I can totally understand this card because when I get stuck in my head, and gets mentally stuck on something, I don't see things right in front of me sometimes. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on for us is we're so like focused on one thing or focused on, what's in our head that we're not really seeing what the universe is trying to bring in for us. And I feel like part of that is, we've been working on things since this ending that had happened in the past I was just talking about. So like we've been focusing on other things, and we're just like, the universe is trying to give us something and we just don't see it yet. We don't see it yet. I feel like we will see it, but we don't see it yet. So the situation is I definitely feel like, and this could be somebody from your past. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be, a romantic. This doesn't have to be. It could be like, a family member or friend. But I really feel in this reading, I'm really feeling like, yes, this is a romantic situation. But I feel like someone from your past, and it doesn't have to be the same person that you had this, parting of ways with. It doesn't have to be that same person. Now, it could be, but it doesn't have to be. But somebody from your past, I feel, is like coming back around in your love situation. They're coming back around, and it's like they're coming at you with an offer, an emotional offer of love, and it's like they're moving forward. They're coming towards you with an offer, and it's like it's the level of a knight. So it's like this person isn't quite in the King of Cups energy yet, but they're coming with you. And I feel like they're kind of testing the waters. That's why it's in that knight energy and it hasn't like manifested into the king yet, because it's kind of like they're testing the waters because it's someone from your past that, things have, didn't, maybe the relationship didn't go anywhere in the past, or it wasn't the right time, or whatever, things didn't happen back then. But it's like they're kind of testing the waters with a small offer and coming at you. Now, this is the current energy I have for us, air signs. This is current. So this is all happening like now in the current energy, middle of December. And it feels like, this is coming in. Now, if it hasn't already come in, it's coming in, but it's current energy. And it could be like an offer to like kind of testing the waters, a small offer to see how, like they might be coming in to tell you how they feel and they want to know how you feel. And they're making a small offer of maybe getting back together or looking into getting back together. But I don't feel like it's a huge offer. It's kind of small because they want to see, they're not sure. I'm hearing they're not sure how you're going to react because it's someone from your past. So depending on, because they might be nervous because of how things ended in the past. Maybe things didn't end on a good note. And so they're kind of nervous about approaching you. But, and it could be this person from the past that wasn't being honest. Like maybe they weren't telling you how they truly felt about you back then. And, it just kind of, things just fell apart. So it could be the same person, but it doesn't have to be. And like I said, I feel like for majority of the people watching this, it's going to be a love situation. There's like a few, I'm here like, okay, there's a few small amount of you that this might be like a family or friend person from the past coming back that you haven't talked to in a while, that you kind of had a falling out with, that was doing like sneaky stuff or not being completely honest or something in the past. So it could be like friend or family, but like I said, for majority of you, I'm feeling like this is a love relationship. So in the near future, it's like you're ending this cycle. So if this person comes in from the past, it's like you're ending the past cycle that was overburdened and that wasn't positive. It was like holding, I'm hearing it was holding you back. It was like toxic. It wasn't a high vibrational situation. But that's coming to an end. So I feel like this person is like, it's like they've grown. They're not, this person from the past, they've grown a lot. They're not the same person they were back then. They've learned their lessons and they've grown. And it's kind of like the cycle of how things were in the past with this person is coming to an end. So it's like they're a different person now, and you're going to see a difference in them. They're not going to be the same person they were before. But it's like the way things were before, it's like maybe not balanced, not, like overburdened. It was exhausting because there was this stuff going on. If it's the same person that, from the past that you had those issues with, it's like that's all changing. Like that cycle's ending and a new cycle with this person is beginning, and it's going to be a better cycle because what I'm getting is the advice cards. This is one of them. It's going to be a better cycle because now it's going to be because that person has grown and learned their lessons and have gone through things, and they're a different person now, right? They've learned and grown and matured and all that happened. It's like now it's going to be a whole different energy between the two of you, and you're going to be able to have this firm foundation, building a firm foundation together that didn't happen in the past. And it's like, okay, what I'm hearing is in the past it wasn't the right time for this relationship. It wasn't the right time for this cooperation, this high vibrational relationship where you're working together and building a foundation. That's how it's going to be now that this cycle has ended. So the low vibrational cycle of how things were in the past with this person's coming to an end, and you're building a higher vibrational relationship, much more healthier, no toxicity like it had in the past. It's going to be much better. But it's going to take work. I feel like it's going to take work, and you'll have to work at it and work on building it together. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a shift from how, because like in the past, it's like the time wasn't right because this person from the past I'm talking about, it's like they had to go through lessons. They had to learn and acknowledge patterns. Like they had a lot of inner work to do. And that's why things in the past were not really good with this person and why things fell apart. Because it's like they didn't have the capacity to build a firm foundation with you. They didn't have the ability to have that type of level of high vibrational relationship with you because they had to heal and they had to do their inner work first before they could move into this with you. So the timing wasn't right because that person had to go through those internal changes, is what I'm hearing, before it could become a healthy, higher vibrational relationship. Now, even though this is all coming in and it looks like, it is going to work out because, you're working together. I feel like them coming to you with this offer, whatever the offer is. And I do feel like emotions are going to be involved. Like they might tell you how they feel about you. And, it's going to be very emotional because it's a cup. But I feel like even though that's coming in and it's ending that old kind of toxic cycle, of how things were in the past between the two of you, I feel like them coming in and opening up and offering you this cup of love is going to end that old way. It's going to it's going to end that old cycle between the two of you. But you're going to have to be open-minded. Um, I'm hearing you're going to have to hear this person out and let them talk, talk and be open-minded and willing to kind of let go of the past, right? And be forgiving. But even though they're coming with this offer, you're still going to be a little bit, a little bit in that Queen of Swords energy about it. So you're probably going to listen to him, right? You'll hear him out, but you're still going to have that sword in front of you. But you're going to be like, look, what I'm hearing is you're going to be like, look, I'll listen to you. I'll hear what you have to say, but you're going to be like, I'm not putting up with any drama, any chaos, any BS. Like she does not put up with BS. Okay. So you're going to be in this energy of, yeah, okay, I'll hear you out. I'll listen to what you have to say, but you're not going to mess with me. I don't give me any BS. Don't lie to me. Don't mess with me that way. Don't play games with me because she's the Queen of Wands and she's got that sword in front of her. So I feel like in the beginning, when you first talk to this person, especially, you're going to be not really defensive, but guarded. That's the word I'm hearing, guarded. Like you're not going to be super open in the beginning. You're not going to be super open in the beginning. You're going to be guarded because of what happened in the past. Because, it could have been the way things ended might not have been good. And it could have been like feelings were hurt. Maybe you were devastated and heartbroken and, you had to work through all that. So you're kind of like, a little guarded here about this person, because of what happened in the past. But I feel like as time goes on, if you decide to go forward with this person, which I kind of feel like, most of you might, or you will, as time goes on, it's like, and you're building this foundation with them, it's like, this is going to start to shift, that being guarded. It's like, you're going to become less and less guarded, but it's like, they have to prove themselves to you. Like, you're like a queen, like, sitting there like, okay, you speak a good talk, you're talking good here, speaking a good game, so to speak, but I want to see action. You're going to be expecting them to fulfill what they're telling you and hold true to their word as a queen would. And as time goes on and you and I hear like it's like going to take time. Like it's like you're going to slowly rebuild with this person, this new type of relationship that's higher vibrational. And as that happens, it's like you're going to become less and less guarded and more open. But it's going to be a process. It's going to take some time because of what happened in the past. And I do think for a lot of you, okay, for a lot of you, this person that I was talking about in the beginning of the reading is probably the same person that's coming back around from your past. Now, it doesn't have to be, it could be a different past person. Like maybe you ended a relationship and somebody from your past that you had a relationship with or you knew from like 10, 15, 20 years ago is coming back around. It could be something like that. So it doesn't have to be the same person, but I think for some of you, it is going to be the same person. And this is like how things ended with this person in the past. I do feel like, well, yeah, I think it's like 50% of you, it's the same person, probably. But of course, it's going to be different for every situation. So, really interesting. But this is a great reading. I mean, it's exciting. Exciting love reading for the middle of December. So, let's see what's going on. But it looks like, and it might be because of the holiday season, like that's what's kind of inspiring this person to come back around. So it might happen, over the next couple weeks or so. But, like I said, this is the current energy. So it's kind of like it's coming in now or soon, that's current. So we will see what's going on. So that's what I have for air signs I have for you for the week of the 7th through the 13th. So I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.